One of the things you're going to have to deal with working at a theme park is lost, confused, and totally clueless guests. Yes, there's a bunch of them out there. And the silly, dumb questions they bring to you. Here's some of the ones I had to deal with while I was working at Disney. Hey, if you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this with your family and friends online. Just hit that share button down there. And don't forget to stay till the end for the bloopers. Anybody who works at a theme park is going to be used to crazy, silly, clueless, dumb guest questions. They come up all over the place. A lot of them are ones that if the guests just thought a little bit, they'd be able to figure out the answer themselves real easy. There's just something about coming to a theme park that people lock their brains in the trunk. Disney, we'd say that the finger scanners suck the brains right out of them. They just get dumb. Normally smart, intelligent people just don't have a clue. As a cast member, you got to deal with some of the silliness they came up with. Of course, over the years, I collected a number of different stories, including one lady who just left me flummoxed at Hollywood Studios one time. Here's some of those stories. And I promise, every single question and guest answer and response you're about to see is a real one that I got from guests, often many times. Starting off, a good example would be a common question I would get at Magic Kingdom in particular. Where's the kiddie rides? There really aren't kiddie rides here. Our rides and attractions are designed for the whole family to enjoy together. All right, so where's the kids area in the park? Okay, on the surface, this might seem like a semi-reasonable question, but Disney is not Six Flags or Cedar Fair or your local amusement carnival park. Disney is Disney, designed for families. You're not going to find a kiddie area of the park. It's a place for everything to be done together as a family. And so you don't have kiddie rides at Disney. Sorry, no little cheap carnival knockoffs like the little cars that drive in circles and stuff. Not Disney. Epcot, I got a number of rather weird questions. I got asked all the time at Epcot questions like, how do I get to Disney World from here? Well, you're in it. No, I'm at Epcot. I want to get to Disney World. How do I do that? You must mean the Magic Kingdom. You're sitting in Epcot, and Disney World itself is actually 4 major theme parks, 2 water parks, 2 golf courses, 2 mini golf courses, and all the resorts. That's all Disney World. Really? Wow. So how do I get to Disney World then? It's 3 miles that way. Or questions like, where are the rides around here? All I see is a bunch of buildings and stores. Have you tried looking on your map? Or around you? They're all around you. Like there and there and there and there. And then, of course, I can't tell you how many times at Epcot I got asked a question like this. Where are the animals? I don't see any animals. I thought there were supposed to be animals here. I think you're thinking of Animal Kingdom. You're at Epcot. Wrong park. Oh, and then, of course, there was this lovely type of question. Is that a real pyramid? Whoa. I'll bet they moved it here from Mexico. Did they move it here from Mexico? Absolutely. Our Imagineers, they went down to Cusco, took it apart stone by stone, brought it all back up here, and then rebuilt it with the authentic original methods, including using slave labor. They even remembered the original air conditioners. Really? Wow, Maude, did you hear that? They even brought in slave labor to rebuild that. Them Disney people, they do some really cool things, you know? You know the really sad thing about this? Okay, I'm not surprised at the number of guests that didn't figure out that Cusco is in Peru, not Mexico, and that the Incas and the Aztecs are not the same thing. History ignorance doesn't surprise me anymore. But you would think that they would get tripped up a little bit on the slave labor or the bringing in the original air conditioners. Nope. Right over their heads. How do I get to Harry Potter from here? What, you didn't bring your broomstick? But doesn't that hog pig train come here? Where do I get that? Well, the Hogwarts Express doesn't actually run here right now. It only arrives in the fall and leaves in the spring, and you missed it. I'm sorry. Then I'd help make it clear that I was joking and say, it's because it's over at Universal and you're at Disney. Okay, so how do I get to Universal? No. Okay, let me state this clearly for those who may still be a little confused. Disney is not Universal. It doesn't matter if you wear the other company's shirt into the park. Please stop asking me that. I love y'all, but that's a dumb question. It's not the same company, though. Nobody's going to get offended if you wear the other company's shirts or outfits, but please don't keep asking questions that mix the two up. They're not the same. Why don't they close the dome when it rains? I thought Disney was supposed to be magical. I don't want to get wet. Sorry, the dome's just not working right now. So, when are they gonna fix it? Really? I was always completely dumbfounded when people would ask this question, and yet they did on a fairly regular basis. I mean, think about it, people. Building a dome over a theme park the size of Disney? Do you have any concept of how much money and the complexity and what it do to the environment? Hello? Really? A dome? And yet we would get asked this probably once a week. What's number 3 on the map? And should I go? Okay. What I would like to say was, if you already went number 1 and number 2, and now you got to do number 3, I really need to call the custodial to come over and clean up after it. But I didn't say that. I would usually point to the map and say something more like, did you read the description on your map to see what it is? Number 3 is actually a store. And we always have this. Why don't they have more Mickey Mouses here? I don't want to wait a long line. They should make more Mickeys. There's only one Mickey. And thankfully, they didn't make more of you either. And it was scary how many people would ask, where are the characters? There's this amazing thing in your hand there called a map. If you look on the map, it has little icons that'll actually tell you where to meet the characters. They're little Mickey hands, and just go to those places and there's characters there. I don't want to meet Mickey's hand. I want to meet other characters like the princesses, their party. Where are they at and how do I find them? Do you really think you're going to meet Mickey's hand? Hello? But the one that takes the cake and stands out in my mind is the most ridiculous guest encounter I ever had. Was one time at Disney's Hollywood Studios when an older lady came walking up to me with a question, very obviously confused. Excuse me, can you tell me where can I find the monorail station that will take me from here over to Animal Kingdom? I can't seem to find it. I'm sorry, ma'am. There's not a monorail that runs either to this park or to Animal Kingdom. There's bus service or you'll have to take a car over. The bus stations are right outside the... But I don't want the bus. I want to take the monorail. Where's the monorail station over to Animal Kingdom? Okay, but ma'am, there's not a monorail station here or at Animal Kingdom. You can take a bus over to Animal Kingdom. The stations are out. But I want to take the monorail, not the bus. Sorry, ma'am, but really the only way to get to Animal Kingdom is either by bus or by car. There's no monorail. That's not true. There's a monorail that comes to this park. No, ma'am, I'm sorry. There's a monorail over at Magic Kingdom and at Epcot, but you're at Hollywood Studios. We don't have a monorail here. You had to come in either by bus or boat or car.
Yes, there is. I don't know why you're lying to me about the monorail. There's a monorail that comes here.
Really, ma'am? I'm sorry, there's not a monorail. The bus you can take, it is right.
Yes, there is. Stop lying to me.
But, ma'am, there's not a monorail. You can take the bus.
I don't want to take the bus. I want to take the monorail. Just tell me where the monorail is.
After 15 minutes of this back and forth and her not listening and understanding what I'm saying, she begins to get really aggravated. And then she pops out with this.
I can't believe that you're sitting here lying to me like this. I thought you cast members are supposed to be helpful. There is a monorail station here to this park because I rode it here this morning.
At this point, I was just flummoxed and did something I usually wouldn't. I replied back, "You're right. I'm sorry, ma'am. You obviously rode the monorail in here this morning, and as soon as you got off, they started tearing the station down and completely leveled it. It's gone now. You're welcome to go out and look at the pile of rubble if you'd like. In the meantime, you're going to have to take a bus or a car over to Animal Kingdom because it's going to take you more than 15 minutes to get the whole thing rebuilt for you. My mistake." Okay, so here's my question. Why do you spend thousands of dollars on a family vacation and not do a little bit of basic research and education into where you're going? If you're going to go to a vacation and spend a lot of money, pay a little attention and figure out some basic things before you go. It will make your trip better and it will save the cast members from looking at you like you're a total doofus. So when you're going to go to Disney, or really any theme park, take a look at basic information first. It'll save you a lot of embarrassment and from asking some silly questions like these guests did. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got a good laugh out of it. I'll tell you, I've been working on this one for a while. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to hit that like button. Share this with your friends, family on social media. Get the word out there about the videos. And if you heard silly or dumb comments or questions, or maybe if you actually asked one, don't forget to leave a comment below. I love to hear your feedback as well. Thank you so much, too, to my patrons for supporting me. I am so appreciative. I couldn't do things like this without the help of my patrons supporting me. They're the ones who help pay for the equipment and the opportunity for me to do this. I also want to say a huge thank you to a number of new patrons that just signed on with me this last month. So thank you very much to Panama Wright, Patrick Prescott, Cassie Parks, Stephanie Burgess, Mary Loudon, Adam Wood, and a special thank you to Peter New for increasing his pledge. Thank you to all my patrons. If you want to know more about Patreon and how to support me, check out the link down the bottom or at the end of the video. Thank you too just for watching. I know not everybody can financially support me, but I appreciate you watching and spreading the word. Thank you so much to all my loyal viewers and subscribers. I've got the best fans in the world, and I appreciate you watching. All right. Whoa. Oh my goodness, don't do that. That was not real good. Okay. Let's try reset that just a smidge. Okay. Whew, that was almost a disaster. Okay. Epcot, I would tend to get... let me make sure I'm up. We don't care if you wear I can't get this right. Dumb guess number 2, even though I'm doing it first, because I don't do stuff in order. I'm professional. Uh-huh. Jeez. If it just did that. This microphone hates me sometimes. I hope I'm not spiking out. Hey, is that a real Mexican pyramid? Woo! Okay, making sure it's even recording. So this is PhotoPass photographer, the smart guy at Disney World. Take 1. Our rides and attractions are designed for the whole family to enjoy. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Okay. Helps if you remember your staging. Every single thing that is a real, true one that I had from guests, most of the time, several times. I still didn't get that right. Is a real one that I got from guests. Many cases, At this point, I was just not flabbergasted. Here's some of my favorites from my time working in the parks. Here's some of the crazy ones that I had to deal with: a ringing phone,